All right, hey, Shalom Akyam. First and foremost, I did give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakak Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And we are the Hebrew Israelites, which consist of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Sumo Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. And according to the Holy Scriptures, we are God's chosen people. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all you beloved brethren out there, pushes knowledge and sincerity and truth. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who were scattered abroad, and shalom to you few sisters. And what you're looking at is a true depiction of the one they're going to call Jesus Christ, whose real name in Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Okay? And what you're looking at is a true depiction of the one they're going to call God, the one they're going to call Jehovah, whose real name in Hebrew is Yahweh. When you call upon the Most High and His Son, you must say Yahweh Bahashim. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh means He to be or He is. Bahashim means in the name, and Yahweh Shai means He delivers. Our Lord and Savior has come back to deliver the elect out of the nation of Israel from the destruction of modern-day Babylon, a.k.a. America. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, and the water Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, for another blessed day. The Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for this inspiration, this opportunity. The Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for the beloved apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for all you beloved brethren out there that's continuing this fight, pushing this, this knowledge to the best of your ability. All right, coming back at you with another lesson through the Holy Spirit. You know what? I'm going to start off with Nahum 3. Woe to the bloody city, because this kingdom is America, the EU, and the beast is out of here, man. Sooner than later. You understand what I'm saying? We will get delivered, and you're going to witness the destruction of America, the European Union, and NATO. Okay, World War III. You're going to witness the implementation of the charagma. The charagma must come first. A collapse of an economy, an influx of our people coming, because they're not immigrants. The northern kingdom of those different tribes from Central and South America of Spanish-speaking descent, well, I'm going to say Hebrew Israelite descent that speaks Spanish today, been over here since 724, 725 BC. You the so-called white race, you Edomites, you are the immigrants. So you're going to witness an influx of our people coming into this country, and you have troops, foreign troops mingle in there with them. You're going to witness false flags. You're going to witness explosions, suicide bomb. You're going to witness some shit out here, man. Because this kingdom is on its way out. These Edomites want to set up their new world order. More disease, biological warfare, robots. You understand? Like supernatural things. You about to witness this thing is about to get popping. So Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. So another insight of that, the reason why a lot of our people come into America, because this goddamn devil been raping and robbing these countries for fucking decades, hundreds of years, man. Controlling the natural resources within Central, South America, Africa, because Europe is known as the bottomless pit. There's nothing that comes out of Europe, except you go further into Russia. There's no natural resources over there. So this man been raping, robbing, killing, putting people in poverty, like poverty, impoverished, to where they can't even afford the basic necessities to live. So that's why there's no more opportunities in these countries, because every individual that try to go against Esau, like, hey, we need these things for our people, they kill them off, assassinate them, all kinds of things they did. And they put up puppet leaders. Check out Economic Hitman. The last I would say tragedy that took place is how they did Gaddafi. He wanted those. He wanted to. I'm sorry. He wanted. What was he trying to do again, man? He didn't want to deal with the dollar bill anymore because the dollar bill is not backed by anything. So he's just trying to formulate his own money system, I believe, backed by gold, things of that nature. All right. When that man was in power, man, listen, all you gotta do is look this stuff up, man. They had free education, free medical care. So this man is truly the red horse and the pale horse, the son of perdition, the wicked. And you're on your way out. America's on his way out. All right. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. The prey are the Israelites. The noise of a whip, the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and the prancing horses and jumping chariots. So ancient Nineveh pretty much had these different like today we have these cars, these car shows, these fancy cars. Ancient Nineveh, they had the same thing, but they had horses, prancing horses, like horses doing tricks with the chariots. That whole extravagant lifestyle, way of living. The horsemen lift up both the bright sword and glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. So this dealing with that nuclear destruction. So ancient Nineveh also is pretty much speaking about how America is today. And ancient Nineveh did not go down like this. This is dealing with the modern day America. The horsemen lift up both the bright sword and glittering spear. What is a glittering spear? Think about that, a spear. Those are the missiles, man. And there's a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is no end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. That's the destruction that's coming to this wicked, evil empire out here, man. So peep this.
Let me read you a list, Sean. Invasion of foreigners, severe economic troubles, division of the empire stretched too thin, government corruption and political instability, loss of traditional values, weakening of the legions, the military. That is what combined to destroy the Roman Empire.
That was what?
The Roman Empire lasts 1,000 years. We're not even close to 1,000 years. Every empire lasts 1,000 years. We're not even close to 1,000 years. Every one of those.
Salaki. He said, like the ancient Roman Empire. So let's get that. Daniel's, because I got a little bit excited and I start messing up Salaki. Daniel's chapter 2, and it breaks it down for you. Right there. Verse 40, Rome. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron break in pieces and subdue all things. So the ancient Roman Empire was known for its great military might, and they used iron so as to subdue nations through their military might, because they were utilizing iron and formulate iron into weapons, shields, things of that nature. And subdue all nations, and subdue all things. Those are the different nations that they conquered in that time frame. And as iron that breaketh all things, shall they break in pieces and bruise. All right, so that's ancient Roman Empire. Remember that. All right, so let's go back. Hold on for a second.
You have to have something called the Monroe Doctrine. Let me read you a list, Sean. Invasion of foreigners, severe economic troubles, division of the empire stretched too thin, government corruption and political instability, loss of traditional values, weakening of the legions, the military.
I'm sorry. One thing I want to mention in verse 40, it says, and as iron, that it just came back to my memory. And as iron that breaketh all things, shall they break in pieces and bruise. So that's what the Roman Empire did back then during their time frame. The Roman Empire broke all nations into provinces, into different provinces, man. Okay? So it's the same thing that's going on again today. The modern day Roman Empire is back all over again, and America is the forefront of it. And their alliance is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the European Union. Okay?
Is what combined to destroy the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire lasted 1,000 years. We're not even close to 1,000 years. Every one of those 7 or 8 issues is something we are confronting today. And Rome fell in 476 CE of its own weight. We have something going on in this country that we've never had before. We have a Marxist revolution that is destroying us from within while the enemy gathers abroad. And there is an axis of powers against us right now. It's China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. This is no joke. China hasn't built the biggest navy on the face of the earth, military islands in the South China Sea, over 27 bases of different kinds in our hemisphere, a deep water naval base in Somalia, where my great uncle fought on Guadalcanal. You have China with a base on the western coast of Africa facing us, killer satellites, nuclear missiles. You think they're building all that to defeat Taiwan? They're building all that to defeat us. They're not going to be satisfied with Taiwan. They're in battles now with the Philippines and Japan, even Vietnam. Australia's being threatened. Unless you're Helen Keller, you can't see this and hear what's going on here. This is a big damn deal. And let me tell you something that viewers of this audience and others may not want to hear. We need to prepare for war against China. I don't mean go to war. I don't mean initiate a war, but they are preparing for war. We are completely unprepared as a nation psychologically. We are completely unprepared economically and immigration-wise in securing our border. Our military is not prepared in the sense that they're pushing this woke ideology. Our military budgets do not reflect the threats that we are facing in the world around us. I want to say it again so the backbenchers regurgitate it. We must prepare for war against China, not because we want war, not because we're going to cause war, but because they want war. They've only communicated it 10,000 different ways, whether it's violating our airspace, navigable waters, threatening our ships, threatening our country, threatening our people. What else can they do short of attacking? They're not going to be satisfied with Taiwan. This is a big damn deal. And we don't have the military brass in the Pentagon to deal with this. The Secretary of Defense or Secretary of State. We've never been so weak. That's what Xi sees. He sees what I see. He sees what the rest of the damn world sees. This is no joke. When you have the French, this guy, what is he, Vichy France? This guy stabs us in the back, Macron. Lafayette, remember Lafayette? He helped us during the Revolutionary War. He defied the monarchy. He joined Washington. He left.
Yep. So that's the beast turned their back against them. So that's a whole nother breakdown. So the main thing I want to emphasize is the same thing that happened in ancient Rome is happening all over again. So now when you jump to verse 41, that's the reincarnation of where we are today. Verse 41, it says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes. So this is all the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had of a big statue. And the prophet Daniel was actually breaking it down unto Nebuchadnezzar. You're dealing with Daniel's the 2nd chapter and Daniel's the 7th chapter. Okay? And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. All right? But there shall be in it of the strength of iron, for as much thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. So I'm going to break that down, okay? And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. So that's dealing with the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the European Union, okay? So now, verse 41, like I said, that's the rebirth of the Roman Empire, all right? So when you're dealing with verse 41, it says, wherein thou sawest the feet, toes, part of potter's clay. The clay represents the weaker nations of the European Union, NATO, which consists of, I got it written down right here, all right? Clay are the weaker nations of the EU, which consists of Greece, Ireland, Spain, and Portugal. The acronym is PIGS, okay? And it says, and part of iron, the Iron Nation represents the stronger nations of the European Union, NATO, which consists of Switzerland, Great Britain, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, and Belgium. All right? It says, and part of iron, which are the stronger nations, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. So those are different nations within the EU, partly strong and partly weak. Back all over again today. Verse 42. I don't want to miss anything. Make sure I got verse 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, the stronger nations and the weaker nations, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Okay? And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, okay, dealing with the nations, pretty much form a type of union. Goes back to the Treaty of Rome, okay? Today is known as the European Union in the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the BEAS. All right, and verse 43, it says, and whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, dealing with the other nations. The seed of men dealing with the other nations, mingle in with Esau. Okay? But they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. So it's not, eventually, Esau's power will be broken up, will be destroyed, and the beast will hate the whore. So it's the same mechanism going, because this cannot last. Because the prophecy after this fourth kingdom is the Lord's kingdom. It's going to be set up. Verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which is dealing with what? The brothers, us brothers out there, the camps out there teaching. All right? Great millstone and all you beloved brethren that's teaching the right doctrine of the kingdom. The right doctrine of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the right doctrine of the truth, everything that comes with it, which shall never be destroyed. So it starts with us teaching, which shall never be destroyed, because this kingdom will be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So that's Yahweh Shai coming back in the midst of World War III, destroying all these nations, man, and putting them into slavery. All right? For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that they break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver. So that's dealing with the statue that Nebuchadnezzar saw in his dream of the different kingdoms that were set up. Dealing with the Babylonian Empire, then the Persian, the Medes, then the Greek Empire, then the Roman Empire, then the modern day Roman Empire reincarnated, dealing with the 10 toes, the European Union, and the beast. All right? In gold, the great God had made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. The dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. So that's where we at today, man. This fourth kingdom being divided and about to be destroyed. And Yahweh Shai's kingdom, the divine kingdom, about to be set up. But, yo, man, what a hell of a time to be alive, man. and Tawada, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, for this beautiful insight, man, for giving us this opportunity and guiding us to the right teachers, and Lord willing, we all make it to the end. So I'm gonna go back to Nahum, Nahum 3, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city which is America." All right, it is full. Monday America is also, you call it Nineveh as well. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. All right. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and the prancing horses and the jumping chariots. And this is the end of this kingdom that's getting ready to happen. The horsemen lift up both the bright sword and glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. So major judgment is on his way, and his evil empire and his access of power. The end of Esau's world, man. Shalom.